Hello everyone, welcome back to Triad Travelogues. I am Richard, coming at you today from the not Mama, Dada, coming at you today from the outskirts of Shanghai, China, with special guest Baby Leoti. Say hello. Hello. Or not, that's fine too. To bring you the 4th episode of our new series. Well, I guess it's not new anymore. Shanghai ESL Nostalgia Tour. You ready? We're gonna go. So the purpose of this series is to go and revisit a lot of the places that I used to work during my 5 years living in Shanghai, China. Now, as a lot of you know, I am very shortly going to be leaving China forever. And actually 3 weeks from today, me and this baby's mom, my wife, are leaving and going back to the USA. So before we leave, I want to go back and see all the places that I used to hang out for sentimental reasons. Now today I'm only going to show you one school that I worked at, a Japanese kindergarten. It was actually the first part-time job that I had at a school. Now for those of you who don't know, working another job other than the one that's on your work visa is illegal, and you can get deported for it. You can get fined and deported, but I don't care about talking about this on YouTube, because by the time I put these videos up, I'm not gonna be in China anymore. So you guys can't do shit about it. Oh, don't say that word. That's a bad word. I'm looking for this place, and it seems like I went down the wrong street or something. I don't know where I am. All right, I'm gonna be honest with you guys. I am not in a good mood. I considered just saying, you know what, I'm not gonna do this video today. I'll come back and do it later when I don't have the baby. You know, I'm not in a good mood, all right? So I want to get that out of the way. It's water. It's water, look at that. Oh my God, people are swimming in that filthy water. Ah! Don't fall in the water, don't fall in the water. Yeah, but I don't want you to fall in the water, okay? Come here, come here. So I used to come out here every Tuesday and Thursday, I think. I might be wrong about that. And I taught at a Japanese kindergarten, and I keep saying Japanese kindergarten. You know, in normal circumstances, it wouldn't matter if it was Japanese. But it's interesting to note that the children at this school were perfect. I mean, they were polite, they were intelligent, they followed directions, they were quiet, they did what I told them to do, they remembered the things that I taught them. They were a wonderful, I think I had 3 classes at that school. I think it was an hour and a half, 30 minutes each with no break. And they were amazing. They were great classes. Like, I had no complaints whatsoever. And it's funny because when I started working there, I didn't attribute it to the fact that they were Japanese. I just thought, man, like, it must be that I just got the raw end of the deal at the main school that I work at, because my main school, all young school, the kids there are horrible. And so when I went from that to this, I thought, wow, maybe this, you know, maybe the school I work at is not a good example of like the way that schools in China are, or the way that children in China behave. I would come to find out later that it is. Actually, the school I work at is not that bad compared to some other places that I've seen. And the kids there are not that bad compared to some other kids that I've met here. In general, the Chinese schools are chaotic and out of control, and the children don't listen, and they're very unorganized. That's just how it is. But man, this Japanese school was great. And it's interesting because it exemplifies the extreme differences in these two different cultures. But it's just different when... Yeah, they're dirty. They're not dirty. They're nice. These aren't dirty. They're not dirty at all. They're not dirty chairs. This baby thinks everything's dirty. Like, probably because everything's dirty where we live.
Oh my God.
And I'm looking for the Dunkin' Donuts that used to be here. because I was gonna stop and get some donuts, but I don't think it's here anymore, which kind of makes me a little bit sad, because I like to go through and do all the ritualistic things that I used to do every day, you know? Every Tuesday and Thursday I come out here, I go to Dunkin' Donuts, eat a couple donuts, drink some coffee. Doesn't look like a Dunkin' Donuts is here anymore. Man, that's almost too much grief for me to handle today. Man, today like has been a bust. You guys don't see the behind the scenes stuff.
No.
She's just saying food. I gotta change her diaper. We got here really late. Today's been a bust.
Leaf.
It's a leaf, yeah. So this building is the building that I worked at the Japanese kindergarten many years ago. It was like 5 years ago. I only worked there for a couple months actually. And what ended up happening is my boss, not my boss here, but my horrible sociopathic boss at my main job at All Young School. I like to call All Young School All Dumb School, because they're all dumb. Do you get it? Anyway, my boss there, he suddenly one day decided that my days off were going to be different. So my boss changed my schedule, and because of that, I was no longer able to come and work at this school. So yeah, it's not really that interesting of a story. The Shanghai Science and Technology Museum, and we're gonna go there right now.
105.
How much?
105.
105. Okay.
Oh, sorry, no, this.
You don't take this? It's just a credit card. So you need to pay credit card.
Here is not credit card.
So how can I pay?
Cash.
Okay, so we just tried to buy tickets to this place and they do not accept credit cards. Only cash. Which is funny because China prides itself on like, oh, we're cashless, we're going cashless, everything's great because you can pay for everything with your phone. Nope, I can't pay with my phone. I can't pay with a credit card. I have to pay with cash. And I don't have any cash. I guess I gotta go like find an ATM somewhere, but I have no idea where an ATM is because they got rid of all the ATM machines here because they're a wonderful cashless society now. You know ATM?
Shopping.
ATM?
ATM.
In this building? Downstairs? Okay, so I've just been informed that there's an ATM machine in this building downstairs. I had to ask one of the guards. So the person that was trying to sell me the ticket, that I was trying to buy the ticket from, they didn't mention that there was an ATM machine downstairs. See if we can find ATM. There's actually a metro station apparently downstairs too.
Hello.
I don't even know if this is gonna work.
Hello. This is only Chinese card. Only Chinese card.
Okay, thank you. So the guard at that bank was kind enough to stop me and say, oh, no. This is only Chinese cards. You can only use Chinese cards here. So he just automatically assumed that I didn't have a Chinese card. So can you imagine if it were the United States and I saw like a Chinese person or an East Asian looking person and they were using the ATM and I went and I was like, hey, American only cards. You can only use American cards here. Get out of here. Hi. 108, right? We have tickets now. We got tickets. This place is gonna close in a couple hours now because it took us so long to get to this point, but we have tickets. Let's see if they'll let us in. Maybe they'll be like, oh, no, Chinese only. Only Chinese people can come in here.
Flowers, flowers, flowers everywhere. Flowers, flowers, flowers in my hair. Flowers, flowers, pretty as can be. Flowers here and flowers there, they're just for you and me. Flowers, flowers, oh, they smell so sweet. Flowers, flowers, of course they're just to meet. Flowers, flowers, all we do is pray. Bring some more ones we adore, then put them on our grave.
Now we're on to look for the world of robots. This is like what L. Ron Hubbard imagined that the future was going to look like back in the 1950s. Here's a robot musician. You don't like him? What?
Party people.
We got virtual dog training. Please speak the commands to the microphone. Check whether the puppy obeys your order, okay? Let's try. Run, run. The future sucks. They got other stuff here like they have a thing that shows the chip making process for computer chips. Some exhibits on pattern recognition technology. They have a magic interactive wall. Let's go look at that. Hopefully that works better than those dogs do. I think you gotta touch the wall. Like, do something. Play. Okay. VR. Is this really the future? Oh my God, look at this. Ah. They got something called laser graffiti. Look at this. You can like draw. It's like MS Paint. It's like from the 90s. Whoa, man, that's very futuristic. They actually have a robot here that can solve a Rubik's Cube. And there were a bunch of people crowding around it today, and I didn't feel like it was worth it to go and look at. I don't know, I guess we're gonna need those for in the future. Whenever the apocalypse comes, we're definitely gonna need to solve Rubik's Cubes quickly. Whoa, okay. Well, we pretty much done like the whole museum. I don't know, I give it like a 4 out of 10, and I'm being pretty generous. Well guys, that's all we have time for today. Listen, I know that today was not a very good episode. You know, some days are better than others, and some videos are better than others, and some shoots are better than others. And the thing is, I've shot so much content for this channel that I never ended up putting up because for whatever reason I thought it just wasn't worthy of being put up, or I failed miserably, or you know, whatever, I made some mistakes, or there was stuff that I didn't realize was a problem until I went back to edit it. And you know, I've had a lot of time in China in the last 5 years to make mistakes and go back and fix them, and you know, and if I had more time, I would totally throw this video that I've made today in the garbage because it's horrible. But I don't have more time, and I'm a completionist, and I really want to include this location in my Shanghai ESL nostalgia tour. I just don't have the time to come back and shoot this again. So I'm gonna swallow my pride, and I'm just gonna, you know, I'm gonna try to edit this as best as I can and make it look less horrible. I'm really sorry. The other episodes, this is the 4th episode of the show, okay? The episodes of my ESL Nostalgia Tour are a lot better than this one, I promise, so you should go check those out. If you like this video, something's probably wrong with you. If you didn't like this video, be sure to subscribe to my channel, okay? Give the video a big thumbs up, or you can give it a thumbs down, I guess. Be honest. You can be brutally honest, that's okay. And if you want to be really brutally honest, you can be brutally honest in the comments section. Tell me that you hate me and you want me to die, and all the horrible things that people on the internet say to people they don't know. Thank you for watching Triad Travelogues. I'm Richard. This is my co-host, Baby Leote. We'll see you next time. This is a model of the average Chinese man.